Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Looking at 7:28. It's a Friday, finally Friday, with Scott and Mr. Phillip Dunton and a special guest in the studio who we'll reveal in just a moment. And you're so lucky because we're running late there. I didn't get the camera hooked up on you or anything. But say good morning. Just whisper it.
Good morning, everybody.
It's a girl, Phillip. It's a girl. No, it's not for you. Just simmer down. He's almost grinning. How you doing this morning, Phillip? Come on.
Oh, so good.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, why's that?
Oh, just because it's Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Have
start.
to be on the radio.
Yay!
Yeah.
We're going to start off with a little weather today, looking for 44 for a high, but things are going to change. Mostly cloudy skies today, some light winds, just an 8% chance of snow. Tonight down to 29, partly cloudy as well, and a 9% chance of snow. For the weekend, looking at 41 and 29 for your Saturday. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. We do have a 25% chance of snow. It was kind of supposed to go crazy, but they backed it off a little bit. 41 and 22 for Sunday under mostly cloudy skies, and just a 15% chance of precipitation. Then next week, maybe a little less blast of winter. Are you ready for that, Phillip?
Yep.
Okay. Because you do that ski hill thing. You guys probably need it. So you might get some skiffs of snow up there this weekend. And then on Monday, 26 for a high, 9 for an overnight low with morning clouds and afternoon sunshine. Mostly sunny day on Tuesday with just a high of 24 and an overnight low of 5. So we're back to like letting the water drip so nothing freezes. Mm-hmm. All right, and then let's see, Wednesday, 26 and 10. By next weekend, it starts to warm up. Looks like next Saturday we're back up around 38 degrees. But next week, going to be a little chillier, especially at night. There you go. How are things going up at the ski hill, Phillip?
Great. I mean, temperature's been awesome. Been really clear, blue skies. Great grooming. We got a little bit of snow the other day, about 3 inches or so.
All right.
So, yeah, everybody seems to be really happy digging the new lift.
Ooh, now, have you got to cruise on that one yet?
Not yet.
Oh, I heard it goes fast.
Yeah, it's about half the speed, I guess. I think it took like about 15, 16 minutes before to get from the bottom to the top, and now it takes about 8.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
I'm fat, so I get sweaty when I ski, and I'm just thinking that's too fast for me because I always get chilly going back up to the top of the run.
Well, it'll be over before you know it.
Okay.
And there's 4 chairs, so you can go with all your friends.
Oh, so we can cuddle.
That's right.
Skiing sounding funner already. Anybody want to go skiing with Scott? Yeah, probably not. It's a little creepy. All right. No big news headlines that I'm seeing except for the looming thought of war. And is it just me or Biden, when he talks about it, that Russia's not backing off, he sounds too excited about it. Like he kind of wants a confrontation. I'm old, and this is my last chance to start a war. I don't know. He thinks like he's a little too into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
They say diplomacy, but all I hear is threats. So, no comment from Phillip?
No, I'm going to stay out.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
Uh-huh. You don't want to lose tips at the golf course, do you? Chicken. I wish I had the sound effect ready for you this morning.
I'm sure I do that plenty already.
All right.
I'll be there tonight, by the way.
You will? You're bartending?
Yeah.
You bartending or serving?
Yeah, but both.
All right.
Always both, but yep, guest serving, bartending tonight, tomorrow night.
I've never even actually been up there. I've never been snowboarding or skiing.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
There was lots of times I wanted to try, but I was like, by this time in my life, I'm like, I'm probably too old to try that. I'll probably hurt myself.
You ever cuddle with 2 guys on a chairlift?
No. Never. Chairlift sandwich never happened.
Oh, my God, we've got a new term. That's what Phillip calls it at lunch. It's my chairlift sandwich. All right. So we'll keep it out of the gutter, or we'll scare our new gal away. Well, let's go ahead since she's talking. I'm going to see if I can get her up on the camera here, too.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic?
Thanks.
All right. What's a special tonight at the Rusty Butter? I need some Phil. Do you even know what the menu is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so what's...
Well, I only worked there. This is the second time I've worked there this winter. Yeah. So...
All right. So what you kind of know the menu though, right?
Oh yeah. Friday is normally historically it's been steak night, and it's normally like some sort of variation on a 6-ounce fillet, and you normally get salad and vegetables and choice of potato.
Somebody's taking my order.
Could be some other side, could be like surf and turf, or I know for Valentine's Day they were doing steak and lobster.
Whoa!
Yeah,
that's the most exciting thing about moving to Maine. Is the having Maine lobster? I hear it's cheap there. I don't know what cheap actually entails. Okay.
When you're there,
yes.
If you ever see the lobster walk. You know what I'm talking about? When, all the lobsters migrate and they cover, the whole roadways. Oh. And you don't send me pictures, I'm going to be super, super mad.
At least there's no rock lobster there, though.
Maybe they'll maul you, Scott.
Oh. I'll be like puppies. I'll get in the middle of the pile.
Yeah.
Let them crawl all over me.
Oh,
and then I'll stand up and hold up my arms, and I'll have Maine lobster and hanging all off me, and I'll say, "What's for dinner tonight?" All right. Thank you, Phillip. And what's your favorite thing to eat up there?
Oh, that's a good question. I really like, I don't know, lots of times I go basic. There's a really good crispy chicken wrap up there. Anytime they do the chicken scallopini, that's a good one too.
Chicken scallopini. What's that? It kind of sounds like something I don't want to eat.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that.
Or sounds like something we eat at Allen's.
Short of selling you on I guess the only way I can talk about it is the straight server talk, but it's pan-seared chicken breast that's been tenderized, and that comes with
sound a little better.
Spaghetti that's tossed in olive oil, garlic, comes with tomato and mushrooms. It's real light, no sauce, but the chicken has a little bit of a Parmesan crust on it. It's good stuff.
You had me at pan-seared. This sounds good already. Well, it's because I'm dieting. So it's I'm eating, it's bland stuff, cardboard, and lots of meat. I look at meat now, and I'm like, I don't want to eat any more of that. Right. All right, thank you, Phillip, for making me hungry this morning. And now, up on the webcam, I'd like to welcome officially Michelle Williams, who is going to be our new station manager, right? You're still going to do it? All right, yeah. Oh, where's my applause? Oh, man, I'm not having a good start this morning. Here's some applause.
There we go. Hello, everybody.
All right, if you want to check her out, she's on the webcam. She's a little nervous. I liked it while Phillip was talking, and when I put the camera on you, you were doing this back and forth like a little girl. I'm nervous.
I'm just hanging out.
Twirling in my chair.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's not necessarily an ADHD thing, but if I don't have something in my hand when I'm trying to concentrate on something, I have to be moving somehow or some way.
Some people have made, somebody was making fun of me, it was a few weeks ago, because I was swaying back and forth. La-di-da.
Yeah.
All right, so some people from around Chihuahua, you had some family that lived here, or you lived here in the past?
Yeah,
so...
I've lived here in the past a long time ago, and did a lot of, in-home care type of work and stuff.
Okay.
I think 18 years is what so I didn't really work. I used to work at the casino a long time ago, 15 years ago. I worked out at the casino, so a lot of people know me from there. And I moved to Spokane for a while, and a lot of people, like, as you know, I have my entertainment company in Spokane, and we do things like the festival that we did last year. So we're still doing some of that stuff. Right now I'm doing the college thing, trying to learn some more things and how to do things better and more efficiently. But
and then you're getting a crash course in public radio too.
Yeah, so I'm just growing all over the place except for tall. That's not a thing for me ever. So
that's okay. If you haven't noticed, there's tall chairs and short chairs here and the short chairs are for me. Well, and Phillip,
I like to use the tall chair when I'm there.
I know a lot of the guys, they like swap it out, and I'm like,
if I'm in your spot, Michelle, especially.
Yeah. All right.
I don't feel like I can talk. Like the microphone blocks my face. Maybe that's by design.
So speaking of sitting in a chair in the studio, do you have any questions for your new station manager?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. Not really. I just want to keep my show.
That's what I thought.
Can I keep my show?
I think that I'm going to be trying to keep everything, the way that it has been. I don't plan on making any drastic changes.
I thought you would ask, when can the nighttime guys come back and start doing our shows? I thought that'd be your question, Phillip.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Right.
You said when you leave, so.
Unless things get drastically better. Like
rushing the studio as soon as you're gone.
I think everybody will, actually.
Well, be careful, because, I might be small, but...
She'll take you out.
Yeah.
It's okay. I come late at
Mess
night.
around.
You probably won't be there.
Nice. All right. So people probably saw you at the festival.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure briefly, because I was running around like a crazy person, but...
Now, you did a really good job. It could have been... It was constant traffic.
Uh-huh.
Could have been a lot busier, but it's your first year. So
Right.
always keep that in the back of your head. The first year always goes slow.
Honestly, I'm actually very happy with the way it turned out. I mean, there was a couple of things where I think I had a difference of ideas of visually how I thought that certain people were going to perform and then didn't kind of, follow my vision. But, once a band hits a stage, they're on the stage. They have the attention of everyone, and I can't just cut the show. But as far as the traffic and everything, I think we had a
You're
really
referring
good...
to the dirty words.
Yes. Okay. So, but at the same time, music is a form of expression. I can't limit a band's, if that's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. I wish I would have had a little bit more time to review all of the set lists. There was a couple bands that jumped on kind of last minute, and we had some bands that didn't come last minute, but
and some that came like a day early and some a day late. I think there was a couple of that.
Yeah.
But so, that's the way it goes.
It is.
When you do a live event.
Right.
It never ever goes off like you planned.
But as far as the schedule went, it was pretty close to what I anticipated, and the turnout as far as people I thought was fantastic. We had very little need for crowd control. Everyone that was there was having a great time. We didn't have any problems. Nobody was, being mean to anyone. I only had one person who actually actively sought me out to yell at me because he was mad about a politicized T-shirt that one of the vendors was wearing. And I'm like, here again, I'm sorry that you were offended, but I don't have that power. That's not my job to tell people what kind of shirt they can wear. Granted, it was not a politicized event, but in that moment.
Well, and that's a learning experience.
Right.
Your next time, the next time you can have in your contracts, absolutely no foul language on stage.
Well, and
put a right to pay in there that if you violate these rules, we don't have to pay you.
Right.
And that might scare them into... Because that's the sad thing about it. You did an awesome job. You brought all these bands to Spokane. And for people that came down and maybe, because there was some, what they call active rock now, which is, really hard rock. Mm-hmm. I got a comment from somebody who was like, well, we walked through the park and that music was horrible. Well, appreciate the art and hang out for 45 minutes because the next band might be country.
Right, exactly.
And there was that kind of a variety. So it was, when you show up, you just got to realize it's a festival. The bands change.
Right. Well, and then, it was a music festival. If I had done a genre festival, then that would have been one thing, where if I just solely brought performers of one particular genre, but I really think that with the variety of age groups and things that we're starting to stay here in Chewelah, that we need to broaden our perspective of what kind of, if we want to be inclusive of everyone, then we have to provide something that everyone can enjoy.
And that's how you bring. He likes alternative music.
And so I like all kinds of music. Like my playlist is weird. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, it'll go from classical to jazz to Nirvana to Johnny Cash. Like it's all over the place. Like my father was a musician, so I grew up in music, and I have a different appreciation of it, I guess. Like I meet singers and band members from big bands all the time, and my friends are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're gonna meet this person. And I'm like, it's really not that big of a deal, because they're people just like everybody else, and they're really not that impressive to me. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of gross. Like
I got to see some of the Chautauqua bands one time. So when you do a contract with a band, the band has a list of, what do they call that list of wants or needs, or there's a term for it.
Like a writer?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but they have what they need. And I've seen some bizarre things in there. Like one band wanted 24 pairs of white socks that need, as long with their case of water, and they list the snacks that they want. Yeah.
That's a little bit more than what I do.
But that's actually a thing where the band will put in the,
green room supplies.
Green room supplies, and like one of them they wanted a large bowl of M&Ms with no red ones in it. It's just like they're picking on you or making jokes or whatever. But I imagine when you get up to like some of the, big time bands, they might really enforce that and say, yeah, where's our 24 pairs of white socks?
That's possible.
But the person I was talking to, they actually got everything that was on the list for them, so they'd be happy. So
interesting.
And that tends to be your bands that cost a little more. Because you bring in a regional country band or a regional act, like before they broke up Men in the Making, it's like $10,000 to hire them.
So,
brain fart?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. Like he's a very, actually he's growing really, really a lot in popularity right now. It's, Waylon Jennings' son.
Oh.
He's, he does like
into the mic.
He does like sorry, I'm off in thought. I'm like trying not to say the wrong thing into the microphone.
It's okay.
Oh, I can't believe I'm not remembering his name. But anyway, last year when I was trying to put the festival together, he had talked to me about wanting me to be his representative in the Pacific Northwest, to bring him in for shows, and he's becoming a very big name. And I really wish that things would have played out a little bit differently, but it was really strange. He was trying to get me to fill out these applications and send my personal information over to him online. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. Like, if you want to have your people meet my people and we'll do lunch, like, cool, but I'm not going to send you my social security number over the internet.
That's kind of weird.
Are you crazy? So
I'd like to know everything there is about you.
Yeah, and I mean, it was unfortunate, though, because, like, I really felt like I could have done this person a service and brought him to, he has an incredible fan base here, which would have been fantastic for not only him, but for, myself and my company. But
do you still plan? So your plan is to do it again? And I mean, you had some hurdles, and there was rules you had to meet for the city and stuff like that. But you would like to do the music festival again? Yes,
I would, and maybe not in October. Like, I think I might keep the Mountain Music Festival part of it, but I don't know if we're going to go with Rocktober again. Just there was a lot of boundaries that we were confronted with doing it that late in the year with the temperatures and things like that. But at the same time, I have to be careful not to overbook over like the Spokane Fair and a lot of the other, local festivals that are going on. So I have to really, and I've got a list of dates and stuff for like the next 8 years when the Spokane Fair is going to be, and I'm kind of putting that together. And I have a small group of people that are trying to help me plan this, kind of like a planning committee. And I'm still kind of looking for some more people in the community that want to be involved in that, because, I mean, last year it was just so much to do by myself.
And you brought in your family.
Yeah.
Which can be challenging on its own.
Yeah. But I think just a little bit more structure where, like, I can actually delegate certain tasks out to people and then trust that they're going to handle it, is going to be really, really crucial
Well,
to
if
this
you're going to
year
rent the park, don't wait, because there's a lot of people trying to come up with ideas of things to do to take Chautauqua. So
yeah, I know.
pick your weekend now. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
I'll help out.
You'll help out? There you go. You got
that'd
one.
be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Whoa, was
music.
it Shooter Jennings?
No, Shooter Jennings' son. He's Struggle Jennings.
Shooter and Struggle. I'm Struggle. Here's my dad, Shooter.
But I mean, if you look him up on YouTube, he's got a very large following. But
That's what we missed out, Phillip. All we needed was a dumb name. We'd be world famous. All right.
Speak for yourself.
Hey. All right. We're moving on to bits and breaks this morning. I have politically correct ways of indicating stupidity.
oh, this should be good.
Some of these have been used on me, like a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Oh. A few beers short of a 12-pack. Just raise your hand if you've had any of these used on you, Phillip. Dumber than a box of hair.
I haven't heard that one before.
A few peas short of a casserole. Haven't heard that one either. Doesn't have all his cornflakes in one box. Oh. The wheel's spinning, but the hamster's dead.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's cause for concern.
I am going to copy and paste that one and use it today. Wheel's spinning, but the hamster's dead. The cheese slid off his cracker.
I've heard that
That's
one.
good. Elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top floor. Yeah, it's been used before. Forgot to pay his brain bill.
Oh, that one's interesting.
Is that a thing? Her sewing machine's out of thread. And for you farmers, no grain in the silo.
Aha.
And the last one, too much yardage between the goalposts.
I like that one.
There's some good ones in there. Oh, man. All right, on to Phillip. And Phillip, you got a big question that starts off your bits and breaks today. And I got an answer for you if you ask it.
well, did you want me to start with our other one first, or
either way? I guess either way. I was thinking about what's out of stock that you missed.
Oh yeah, okay, we're on the same page.
All right. So
Yeah. So the question is, what's been out of stock at the grocery store that you refuse to substitute?
Well, at our grocery store, a lot of times because it's a smaller one, there's things that our Safeway won't have that another Safeway would. And I'm going to say Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. They've been out for like a week. There was, and I went in last night and I went late. I should have went earlier in the day. There was one left. So at least I got breakfast for today.
Yeah.
Because that's like my diet, because they got lots of protein in them and very little carbs. So, I mean, they don't advertise them as diet food, but they really are. So that's been my big disgruntled thing is not Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. And I'm just going to say, if anybody's listening from Safeway, you never have enough Lucerne half and half. Always out. Always. Especially at night. All right. What are you missing, Phillip?
I would not substitute my coffee brand.
Which is?
It's just Seattle's best, but I'm just particular. Like, I don't like to switch around. So normally I'll go to another store.
My favorite coffee. I'm a simple kind of man. It's a country song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Instant Nescafe.
I thought I knew you were going to talk about Nescafe.
It's my favorite, man. I love it. I'm like, that's like something I wouldn't substitute. It's like, what do you mean you've got Folgers percolated? No, thanks. Where's my instant coffee?
Oof. That just makes my tummy hurt thinking about it.
It doesn't. It's awesome.
Oh.
Out of the instant coffees, it is the best. That's all I'm saying. All right. What are you missing when you go to the store?
For me, it's kind of weird because just a couple years ago, I had to have my gallbladder taken out. So I'm finding that there's a lot of things I just can't eat anymore that I used to love. Like I can't eat steak anymore. It's the most depressing thing on the planet. So
Greasy things are hard, aren't they?
just meat in general, really. But I guess I get a little bit bummed out when like the fresh berries and stuff aren't there, or the fruits and stuff, because that's like my lifeblood anymore.
It seems like a lot of the stores you hit, it's kind of hit or miss. There's something gone, and then a couple days later, it's there and stuff.
I know. Avocados.
Oh, the big shortage of avocados.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's a big one. And a lot of times too, like I'll get the fruit and it doesn't matter. Like it'll look great when I buy it, and then like by that afternoon, I'm like, why is it gross? it's like it ages. As soon as you walk out of the store, it's like.
Or they only have
happened?
avocados. or they only have avocados that will be good in 5 days.
Right. They're like rocks when you get them.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Big problem, I guess, going on. I saw on TV last night for restaurants finding avocados across the country. So, I'm not quite sure what the avocado deal is. Is there a shortage, or was the crops ruined? Is it COVID? Are there ships out at sea?
Well, I think
on fire with.
Allegedly, a U.S. health inspector was assaulted in Mexico, and so they stopped importing avocados from Mexico temporarily.
Because he was assaulted?
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't get a bigger inspector.
I don't know if it was like assaulted was a nice way of like saying he got caught in like some sort of crossfire or what.
Well, it's possible.
All right. It's a big avocado mystery. That's right. You are right, though. I did. Now that you said that, I remember it was out of Mexico, but I didn't know the reason. I thought maybe they got some tainted ones that fruit and vegetables. How did E. coli get in our fruit?
Right.
It's totally scared me away from lettuce. All the lettuce recalls, and they have them and stuff. Now I'm just like afraid of lettuce. And the waiter or the waitress, Phillip, will look at me funny, and I said, "Where does your lettuce come from?"
Right.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate question.
And what a great one to ask a waiter or waitress, especially if they're nervous. Where's your water come from? So I had a buddy.
Tap, baby.
The faucet.
I had a buddy ask that to a waitress he could tell was new, so he was just messing with her. He says, "And where does your water come from?" And she gets all confused. She goes, "The tap? Well, where does it come before the tap?" "I don't know."
That's like that age-old trick where the boyfriend has the girlfriend go into the part store and get the blinker fluid.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I use that in my left eye only. All right. What's the worst restaurant trick Phillip's ever had played on him?
Played on me?
Yeah. You ever had a restaurant trick played on you by a customer?
No, I don't think so.
You've never had the upside-down glass?
No.
All right, so this one's I shouldn't tell people about it because there might be some jerk out there that wants to do it. And if you're going to do it to Phillip.
So he can tell us about it.
Just take a full glass of water and you put let's say you got like a card there that's got a picture of your desserts or something. And you put that over the top and as tight as you can and flip over the glass as fast as you can. And usually if it's a slick kind of surface, it'll actually hold the water in the glass. And the server, after you leave the table, comes up thinking that it's just an empty glass upside down, and you pick up that glass and water goes everywhere.
That's mean.
It is mean.
Oh, man.
But
it's the last time you would do that.
Basically what it says, Phillip, is no tip for you. It means you did something wrong or they're just a jerk.
Yeah, generally people like me, so I got that going.
Lucky you.
I mean, I do have a restaurant prank for playing on a new coworker.
Okay.
And it was just similar to like what the blinker fluid one, and it's just at the end of the night, it's empty. Can you empty all the water out of the coffee maker? And people, you'd be surprised, will go back and turn the big bun coffee maker around trying to figure out how to drain all the water.
Goodness. It's like piped in.
It only goes in.
All right. I just saw our friend looking through the window. I hope you locked the door.
I did.
Okay, good.
I did,
Oh,
actually,
thank you.
like-
I was just like, oh my God, it's gonna come in.
No, like before we started, when I came back from the back hallway there, I was like, maybe I should lock that. But you were already doing stuff I didn't want to ask, so.
He's on that list of people I told you to look out for.
Oh.
That's right, Chihuahua. I gave her a list of people to watch out for.
I already have the little black book.
All right. And Phillip, this week you're not on it.
Yay.
Do we have like a rotating person on the list?
Sometimes Phillip's on it, yeah.
Oh.
People we won't let into the
So-
building. He's smiling, though. He knows it's not true. All right. The other one, Phillip, that I had happen to me with the first time I waited tables is when I had to clean my section. They had centralized vacuuming.
Oh.
And I was vacuuming, and all of a sudden it wouldn't pick up nothing. And I'd, pick up the vacuum. Oh, it's not plugged. What's going on? And I could put my hand over it, and it'd be sucking, and I put it back on the floor, and it wouldn't pick up anything. And literally there was like 3 employees hiding around the corner that would every time I turned around and put the vacuum to the floor, they would step on the hose and block it off. And then it was like the initiation,
Right.
And they're all laughing, and then they duck as I turn around, and finally I caught a head going down and realized I was being messed with.
Yeah. I remember, oh gosh, I was probably my late teens, early 20s, and I had this serving job and bussing, so I had to clean the tables off and stuff. And there was these kids that would always come in, and the hostess would always put them in my section, and they used to take the ketchup packets, and they would like twist one side so it was like super like pressurized,
Okay.
And they'd put it on the floor, and they'd stomp on it, and it would splatter all over the wall. Oh, I used to get so mad.
I like it when somebody does that and it goes all over their leg.
Right.
All right. How about some emergency room reveals with Phillip Dunton? These are time-wasting cases for doctors, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Affordable or free healthcare is a human right, but it doesn't give you the right to waste someone's time in the emergency room, especially when there's real medical emergencies. Some ER docs say these were the biggest time-wasting cases.
Ew.
We have a woman came from a nightclub with a broken fingernail. She wanted doctors to glue it back on. Someone came in asking for a bed because they couldn't get a good night's sleep at home. Let's see.
You should try that. You should try that at jail, shouldn't you?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. A woman called ahead and said she was coming in with a severe bite from her pet. ER staff assumed it would be a dog bite. She'd been nibbled on by her gerbil. They gave her a Band-Aid.
I like that. Here's a Band-Aid. Go home.
A man complained of stomachache, told doctors he'd eaten an entire head of cabbage.
Oh my gosh.
Love cabbage.
A person came in with a cold sore. A man came in and complained of a sore foot. Doctors discovered a binding nail from his shoe was poking into his foot. So he stepped on a nail.
Run, Forrest, run! All right, maybe.
My foot hurt.
I feel like this reveals a desperate need for coping skills.
Yeah, a dark side of humanity, or the dumb side of humanity, where the people that have too much space between the goalposts.
Right.
Yes.
This seems to be a theme this morning.
Oh, along that same line, it's what Scott thinks about in the shower. All right, this one, little touchy. Women are expected to cover their breasts at a public pool, but there's almost always a guy there with bigger breasts completely uncovered, and I can't stand that. It's true. Sometimes it used to be me. All right. Introverts have fun too. They just don't care if you know about it.
Right?
Yeah. Pregnant women are actually bodybuilders. You can't unearth anything on Mars. It's impossible. All right. The only reason 90% of us get out of bed in the morning is because we really, really have to pee.
That's true.
Yep.
Let's see. In 100 years, someone will really be annoyed about having to go to the moon tomorrow.
That is a funny thought.
Especially Elon Musk. He'll be about 80 by the time we get there, or he gets there.
He's going to live forever. He's got all the tech for it.
I can't believe I have to go to the moon again.
Darn moon traffic.
Right.
So dusty here. I have moon allergies, yeah. It'll be a thing. Soon as a human is born on another planet, we're all going to have planet of birth on our driver's licenses. You know, what planet are you born on?
Yeah.
It'll be USA, Earth, I don't
A
know.
weird thought.
It is. All right. Something else, don't get stuck on this one, guys. No one has ever been in an empty room. Think about it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
Isn't that whole, like, I don't know. I want to say it's Schrodinger, but about, like, the cat in the box. Like, is it alive or is it dead?
Like the quantum theory?
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't know if you don't open it.
It's based on your observation and whether it exists or not.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the red pill or the blue pill. But I really like pills, so I took them both.
Now you like that roller coaster.
That's good. And that's when I came up with this one, that we really don't wash our hands. Our hands wash themselves, and we just stand there and watch.
Okay, now that's creepy.
It is creepy.
Yeah.
And now I would like to do two in a row and give you, I'm going to improve movies with one word. All right? Something simple for the kids. Start off with how to potty train your dragon. Just changing one word. All right? I like this one. Batman Begins. Knitting.
Be kind of slow.
And you see the hat with the little ding.
Awkward. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Isn't it already?
I was going to say, like,
Hey.
it's suggested. It's suggested.
Die Hard. Laughing. It's not something that's never happened on our show. Wah, wah, wah.
Aw.
All right. This is really creepy. Oh, it's so creepy. Charlie Sheen and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, no. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't go in there!
Stalker blocker. Stay away.
If you got an old one, I can take him to a Jurassic Dog Park.
Oh.
It's for all the German Shepherds with bad hips.
Right.
All right, something I like to do at home. I'm tired of doing it by myself. The Pillow Fight Club. You know how hard it is to whack yourself really good with your own pillow.
Just you and Mooch.
So I put that out there on my Tinder profile that I'm looking for someone to have a pillow fight with. We'll see how it goes. And that's all. Nothing else. Maybe a little cuddling, but just a pillow fight.
Picture of you at a pillow.
And then along the same line, and it could happen later this morning on the show, it's the Breakfast Fight Club. All right. Beat that, Phillip. Come on.
What with the name?
No, I'm just saying with a story. Or some more bits and breaks.
Yeah. Let's see. Jumping around, I've got some tips for fixing your dating profile, Scott.
Oh, I'm going to need those. Okay.
Let's see. Make your first photo your best shot. While women tend to look at several photos before choosing to swipe left or right, men often only glance at the first image before swiping left or right.
I'm eliminating like a lot of girls with one of my pictures. I got a picture of Trump, and then there's a banner that goes across and it says, "This is my only blank pic." Figure it out. And I figure I'm weeding out the girls right there, you know.
Let's see. Lighten up. Dark selfies are a turnoff. Let's see. Lose the booze. Avoid leading with alcohol, as some might find it alienating. Let's see. Go for the bright stuff. Women should use a photo of themselves in vibrant colors to attract men online. For men and women, colorful backdrops are also a great way to make your profile more appealing. Man, some of these are kind of boring.
But I got a question for you, though. Is what if I look better in the dark?
Pardon.
Is the dark selfie okay then?
I don't know. Maybe that's like a second or third date question.
Do like a black and white portfolio, like all mysterious, like a James Dean or something.
All right, we're coming up. We're just after the top of the hour, 8:08. Let's roll into a little trivia before our first break. And you've got some competition today, Phillip. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Love competition.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
It's Michelle versus Phillip.
I'm only operating on one cup of coffee this morning.
I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. Pressure. It's okay because you have someone else, so it's a lot harder when I just ask you the trivia questions because there's nobody there, that could accidentally save you or beat you or any of that kind of stuff. All right, Phillip, have you looked at any of those fun and games questions? Have you cheated?
Nope, not yet.
How about you, Michelle?
I don't even know where to find them yet.
Good. First question, a cockroach does this about 4 times an hour.
Poops.
That's what I was going to say, too.
You're close.
Lays an egg.
Nope.
Eats.
I said you're close. There's nothing close about poops and eats.
Well,
I
two
guess
parts
there
of the
is.
same process.
Okay. All right. You're right. Something else, though. Cockroach does this about 4 times an hour. Strangely enough, so does Phillip.
Oh, man.
I'm having more fun than you guys today.
I don't know what it is.
You guys give up?
Yeah.
Yep.
A cockroach passes gas 4 times an hour.
I didn't even know bugs did that.
I didn't know it either.
I guess they'd have to because they're so small.
I tried to give Phillip a clue. All right.
What was the clue?
I said you do it too.
Oh, man, that's still not funny.
Oops.
Just don't do it in the mic.
That's one thing I've never been able, 30 years of radio, I've never had one of those go out over the mic. It's kind of a bummer. I hope to do it. I hope to do it before I leave. All right. Every day in the U.S., this happens 800,000 times. 800,000 times a day.
A day?
Happens in retail establishments.
Shoplifting.
Shoplifting is right. There you go. Around the world, homeowners spend $75 billion a year on what?
Plumbing?
Something for your house. It's easy.
Landscaping.
It is not landscaping.
What?
Oh man, I can't think of a hint to give you without totally blowing it. They're really popular. Lots of commercials having to do with this on TV right now.
Kitchen appliances.
A lot of new tech to go along with it.
Computers,
like
security
Nest?
systems.
Say what? Say what? Phillip?
I said Nest, like that type of thing.
Nests? What?
Homeowners.
Yeah, like the type where you can control your heating and air conditioning from your devices.
Well, no, but you're kind of warm. Around the world, homeowners spend $75 billion a year on what? All right. Home security.
Oh,
home
I said
security
systems.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did. Okay.
She did say that.
Oh, all right. You win. Huh.
I got one.
Oh, we delayed it though, but you still win. All right. Let's see. We're gonna play the middle name game. Monday is President's Day. We know the middle names of many of our U.S. presidents. I'm going to name some presidents, and you guys have to come up with their middle name. I will make it easy and give you a choice. All right. John F. Kennedy, Franklin or Fitzgerald?
Fitzgerald.
He's right.
Yep.
William H. Taft, Howard or Henry?
Henry.
I was going to say Howard.
It is Howard. George W. Bush, William or Walker? When What's the W stand for? Oh, I'm surprised somebody doesn't know this one. What?
Is it Walker?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what you got to say it into the mic so I hear you.
Sorry.
Is it Walker?
Like,
Is it Walker? I'm sorry. I'm just picking.
it's all right.
Get used to it.
It's all right.
Get used
I know
to it.
I have to.
All right. Barack H. Obama, Hank or Hussein?
Hussein.
That's too easy. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Was it David or Daniel?
David.
You're right. So a lot of these just have to almost like say it in your head so you know which one
Right.
sounds better. All right. Lyndon B. Johnson. Was it Baines or Baldwin?
I have no idea.
Baines.
It is Baines. If you say it slow and it's wrong, it's still wrong. So go ahead.
I was saying it like a question.
Right.
Baines?
All right. Richard M. Nixon, Milhouse or Maximus?
Millhouse.
Wouldn't it be great if it was Maximus, though?
I feel like he would have preferred it to be that.
I think I'm going to
Yeah.
change my middle name to Maximus. Ooh, I like it. Ronald W. Reagan, was it Wilson or Westinghouse?
Westinghouse.
Nah, that's the name of his piggy bank.
Yes. Kind of fun, though. All right. You guys did okay. All right. Don't feel bad. Stop feeling bad. All right. 3% of pet owners do this.
3%?
3%. And they would have just done it. Like earlier this week.
Like the flea and tick stuff?
Give their pets Valentines.
Give their pets
Oh.
Valentines. All right.
Oh, that's so lame.
What did you say?
Like, well, it's getting ready to be springtime, and the fleas are going to come out. I thought maybe it's time to, like,
I was talking about that to a friend.
we were
Actually.
already talking about cockroaches this morning, so.
Ticks. I was talking about that somebody when they were saying about using that on an animal, and I said, you know what? I would never use a tick collar and on an animal unless I could see you wear it around your neck
Right.
for a month. And I think the guy that invented those, because they're nasty when you
Yeah.
open them up, they smell horrible. I think the guy that invented that should have to wear one his entire life. Because that's like cruelty to animals.
Right.
Here's a bunch of toxic chemicals. Let's
Right.
put it up right by where your face is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't-
Because pesticides are so good for everyone.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. On October 31st, Violet Palmer became, let's put the year in there, too. October 31st, 1997. Violet Palmer became the first woman to do what? These actually came up the other day. I'm going to skip around and find some different ones.
I'm totally lost on that one. I don't even know who that is.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just go ahead.
But believe it or not, Mike Bentz got this question right. She was the first NBA coach.
Oh.
Or ref, I should say. The first
Well, that's
female
cool.
NBA ref.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I was totally blown away that Mike knew that one. So, yeah. All right. President Teddy Roosevelt is responsible for what famous ad slogan? It has to do with coffee.
Coffee.
Yep. A coffee company used the same slogan. Or he gave it to him, I guess.
The best part of waking up.
No, he said this about their coffee, and now they use it, and it's not that one.
Good to the last
Donut.
drop.
Good to the last drop. There you go. Which is
Maxwell House?
Maxwell House. Is that on your list of good coffees, Maxwell House, Phillip?
Me?
Yeah. Is it on your list of good coffees, Maxwell House?
No.
No? Okay, just checking. All right, researchers have reported that men and women over the age of 50, 76% had some impairment in what bodily function? Wow. Men and
Over
women
what age?
Men and women over the age of 50, 76% of them had some impairment in this bodily function.
Oh.
Breathing?
No, I'm gonna have to say no, but it's very close. You have to, in order to do this, you have to breathe. Let's see if I can give you a hint. It'd be nice. What? Is that your phone ringing? It's okay. Nobody can hear it but you.
I'll be right back.
All right. You're on your own. It was smell, Phillip.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That
That's
seems like
breathing.
that seems like a weird one too. Over the age of 50,
Yeah.
76% said some kind of impairment in smell.
I mean,
All right.
some days it would be good, right?
Yeah. All right, more workers, 18% call in sick on Friday than any other day of the week. What day of the week has the lowest percentage of absenteeism?
Wednesday.
You're close, Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. It would be in the middle.
Well, you know what? Well, sometimes you're tired of work by the middle of the week, so you might take the day off.
Yeah. But the second day, never.
Never. 97% of employees believe it's important for their managers to have what? 97% of employees believe it's important for their managers to have what?
Is this a personality trait, or is it
Good
physical,
communication
or
I would say it's a personality trait.
good leadership?
That's what I was going to say, leadership.
No, you're
or
both wrong.
communication skills.
Nope, that's
Be
not
honest?
it. That's not it either.
Well, this survey is garbage.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Managers.
Sense of humor.
Sense of humor.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
crucial for all parts of life.
Yep, sense of humor. All right. All right, you came just back in time to lose
That's okay.
because it's over. All right.
Well, you know, my phone's ringing. There's someone banging on the door out there. I'm like, hey.
I hope you didn't answer the door.
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
okay.
I answered my phone.
I have a feeling that person outside the door is not going away. Excuse
Do you
me.
have the
Well.
speaker on? Are you broadcasting outside?
Oh,
the
no, I
station?
could, though. That might help. But,
goes there?
yeah, but if you open the door, he's going to ask you this.
You like movies about gladiators?
This is Sparta.
All right, we're going to break. We're going to thank our sponsors. We're also going to bring you some news, and then we'll be back. We're going to kick it off. Actually, our new station manager, Michelle Williams, is going to go through birthdays, and it'll help you get to know everybody in town. At least I'm going to sell it to you that way. All right?
So much fun.
All right.
I'm excited.
Also, the Friday edition of Odd News. Can't wait. Stick around. It is KCHW Chihuahua.
Stop whining.
Now we are going to enjoy this meal. No one can stop us from enjoying this meal, so enjoy it. Stop crying. To the Idiot Mobile.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Would you mind saying that again?
Idaho?
That's frightfully interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
I'm sorry, but I just like to touch human skin through surgical gloves.
KCHW Morning Show, available by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs, including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, February the 18th, 2022. I'm Mike Clifford. Across Texas, early ballots have been rejected for the March 1 primary, causing voter frustration when election officials explain they failed to abide by new laws handed down by Texas lawmakers.
Requests for mail-in ballots were rejected upwards of 40% last month, while ballots since returned by mail also have been rejected because voters failed to include a required driver's license or Social Security number. David Becker with the Center for Election Innovation and Research says Texas ranks low for election integrity because of obstacles forcing voters to the polls on Election Day.
And by concentrating as much voting into a single period of time, the chance for long lines, the chance that fraud may happen or some kind of cyber attack might happen, having difficulty detecting it has increased.
Becker has launched the Election Officials Legal Defense Network to assist public servants who feel threatened or intimidated with free advice and protection. I'm Roz Brown.
Last week, a federal court ruled that a provision of Texas's new voting law that makes it more difficult to vote by mail is likely violating the Constitution's First Amendment. Sticking with legal news, the New York Attorney General can question Donald Trump and 2 of his adult children under oath as part of a civil inquiry into his business practices, a judge ruled Thursday. That for the New York Times. They call it the latest in a string of legal defeats that Trump has suffered since leaving office. The ruling came just 3 days after a court filing by the Attorney General, Letitia James, in the same matter, revealing that Mr. Trump's longtime accounting firm had cut ties with him and had essentially retracted a decade's worth of financial statements. And athletes have experienced a boost in wages to weather the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Eric Tegetthoff reports a new campaign is urging lawmakers there to make the pay increase permanent.
Service Employees International Union Local 775's Time for $20 calls on lawmakers to raise hourly wages for workers who care for people in their homes and long-term care facilities in this year's budget. Julie Sparkman is a home care aide who looks after children who mostly have underlying conditions. Last year, Sparkman was diagnosed with cancer.
There was no time to put off what needed done. And if it hadn't been for hazard pay, I don't know how I would have kept living indoors. Honestly, I took every paycheck that I got and paid a month's worth of rent because I knew I would be out of work for some time.
Hazard pay put about $3 extra per hour into caregivers' pockets. The temporary increase was set to expire at the end of 2021 for individual providers, but SEIU Local 775 had it extended through March.
This is PNS. Governor Chris Sununu delivered his State of the State address yesterday and highlighted the state's handling of COVID-19, tax cuts, and federal investments coming in.
But recent polling shows the number of New Hampshire residents who believe the state is going in the right direction has dropped. Nearly 40% worry it's on the wrong track. State Representative Matt Wilhelm says there were many mentions of freedom and how New Hampshire ranks high for freedom among the states. But the Manchester Democrat says that narrative overlooks some serious issues that impact Granite Staters on a regular basis.
Things like public education, putting a bounty on teachers for what they say in the classroom. That's been really troubling. And we also saw a ban on abortions. And that is deeply troubling, especially in one of the states that has been most supportive of a woman's right to choose in the past.
Sununu announced 2 major plans for using the funds from the American Rescue Plan, a veterans campus with housing and support services, and incentives for creating multifamily housing projects. I'm Lily Bolke reporting.
And with the Maryland legislative session in full gear, advocacy groups are planning to host a rally at Annapolis Monday to push lawmakers to pass paid family and medical leave.
The Time to Care Act of 2022 would create a family and medical leave insurance program, allowing employees to take up to 12 weeks of paid leave from their jobs to care for new children, address a family member's health concern, or care for themselves. Miles Hicks heads Maryland Rise, one of the 100-plus businesses and organizations that are part of the Time to Care Coalition. He says workers need to take time off without it affecting their ability to pay bills.
Too many Marylanders are being faced with the impossible decision of having to choose between family health concern or choosing to have to go to work and receive a paycheck. This legislation would ensure that if you are facing a health issue, that you take that time and you don't have to sit there and say, man, if I don't go to work, I'm not going to get paid.
Opponents argue most large private employers already provide paid time off. I'm Emily Scott.
Finally, our Mark Richardson lets us know statistics show that during the pandemic, the number of Utah families experiencing food insecurity grew, and advocates say the state needs to take a leading role in finding solutions to the problem.
To that end, a bill working its way through the Utah legislature would formalize a working group of stakeholders who meet periodically to exchange ideas and propose policies. Legislation to consolidate the ad hoc coalition into a state entity with staff and funding is pending before the Senate Natural Resources, Agriculture, and Environment Committee. Alex Cragen with Utahns Against Hunger says creating the State Nutrition Access Coalition, SNAC for short, be a major step forward in addressing the problem.
Reducing food insecurity and reducing hunger at the state is something that is doable. It's actionable. There are a number of ways to approach it. And the first thing we need to have is a place to discuss that.
This is Mike Clifford. Thank you for wrapping up your week with Public News Service, member and listener supported. Heard on radio stations big and small. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
This portion of programming brought to you by New Health.
New Year's resolution or not, at New Health they can help you on your journey to a healthier new year. From preventative exams, chronic disease management, acute illness, dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health care needs, they have you covered in 2022. At New Health, they're committed to promoting health and wellness within our communities by providing integrated, open-access health care for all. Their medical care teams offer in-person visits, curbside care, and telehealth visits. Schedule today for a new patient appointment. Curbside pharmacy pickup and mailing options are available to meet your medication needs. Curbside COVID-19 tests and vaccinations are also available. Contact New Health at 509-935-6004. That's 509-935-6004 to schedule today, or visit their website at newhealth.org for a location nearest you. New patients are welcome, and most insurance plans are accepted, including Medicare, Apple Health Plans, TRICARE, and private insurance. Get healthy with New Health in the new year.
Good morning. Ready for part two? KCHW 102.7. It's Northern Lights Public Radio, looking at 8:28. And you've got Scott, Phillip, and our new station manager, Michelle Williams. And if you want to check her out, she's on the webcam right now. Yeah. Yeah. She's like rolling her eyes. Oh, my God. Oh, I should turn on your mic, too, huh? Do that little giggle again. There it is. All right. Phillip was excited. We had a girl with us on the radio today, weren't you, Phillip? We've never had a girl with us on the radio, right?
Is that true?
I mean, with me and you anyways.
Maybe.
All right.
I can't remember.
All right, maybe she'll be the new sidekick for Fridays or something. Who knows?
Hey, that'd be fun.
All right. All right, since Alan left us, if you're listening, Milani.
Uh-oh.
All right. I should
Who?
That's cold. That's cold. It's a brisk one this morning.
Oh, all right, Alan. There you go. Game's
just
on.
Kidding.
Oh. All right. In the Independent, we got a couple things coming up this weekend. First, tonight. Oh, it's Love Gone Wrong, baby.
Uh-oh.
I should be singing, but no, it's going to be other people. Tonight at the Chewelah Center for the Arts, Love Gone Wrong, all part of Nothing to Lose Productions Singer Series. All about Love Gone Wrong for those of you that did not enjoy your Valentine's Day. Doors open at 6:30. You can get tickets then, too. You can also get them online. They've got a link for you at Chewelah Arts, Chewelah Center for the Arts. Mm-hmm. And probably, I'm not sure if it's on the PACA website or not. It might be. But I won't give the URL because they're kind of difficult to decipher, but you could call me if you want that after the show. Also, we have a art show going on, and this is our Chewelah Arts Guild putting this on.
Oh, nice.
It's at the Civic Center. It starts, I'm going to pull it up here because the hours are a little different. It starts today. It'll go from 1 to 5. And then it'll go Saturday from 1 to 5, and then Sunday from 12 to 3. 24 local artists will be exhibiting, as well as 4 area schools. It's going to be a big, beautiful show, they say, and you need to check it out because, well, it's free to the public.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask if it was a ticketed event.
So go support the arts and the artists. 24 local artists. It's going to be very, very cool, and
Very
it's at the
nice.
Civic Center. All right, so we've got 2 events this weekend. That's cool. All right. As Mike says, things are picking up.
I didn't know the Civic Center was back open. I thought they had it closed down for some remodeling or something a while back.
I don't think so. I don't know. All right, but it is happening, so it is open.
That's awesome. Well, yeah. It's awesome. I'm glad to see it. One of the first events that I ever did here in town was at the Civic Center.
All right. Also on the front of our paper, we had a murder here in the Stevens County. There's a story on that, and a story about our beloved Grumpy John. All right, did classical music here on Sundays. Grumpy John passed away last week in a one-car accident, and there's a story about that accident and Grumpy John in the paper as well. Let's go to Michelle Williams with birthdays through the weekend.
Dun, dun, dun. We get to celebrate people other than me becoming another year older.
Okay, that's better than you, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, it happens every year, but not today.
All right.
So, for today, we have Cale Kohler. Happy birthday. Don't know how old you are, but happy birthday anyway. And tomorrow we have McCall Smith, Salvador Cardenas. I hope I didn't say that wrong. Becky Gregerson. And for Sunday, we have Dave Bolender and Lane Cliffner. And no birthdays in town on President's Day. So happy birthday, weekend birthdays. I hope you have a great one.
All right. Big run on President's Day cards at both drugstores today. All right, there you go. You know them, you love them, see them on Facebook. Tell them we were talking about them on the radio, but don't tell them what we said. All right, celebrity birthdays. Pick out a few of your favorites through the weekend.
Oh, let's see. Yoko Ono's 89. Sybil Shepherd turning 72. John Travolta is 68. Vanna White is 65. Matt Dillon is 58. Dr. Dre is 57. Let's see. Going into
Molly
Saturday.
Ringwald is 54.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all those people you just named are old enough to run for president.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
And I mean, you just have to be a former celebrity to be president, right?
Yeah, I think that
Right.
I think they should take into account how many soda pops out of aluminum cans you have drank as part of like a presidential can.
That's a thing, because
Yeah.
doesn't that cause Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, yeah. I'm like,
Saturday, we've got Smokey Robinson turning 82. Jeff Daniels is 67.
What's the most annoying sound in the world?
oh.
That's Jeff Daniels.
Yeah. Can't do it. Can't do it.
All right,
Seal is 59.
Wow.
Benicio del Toro is 55. Millie Bobby Brown is 18.
Wow. Still looks like she's 12.
And then wrapping things up on Sunday, we've got Sidney Poitier turning 95. Mitch McConnell is 80.
No, he's got to be older than that.
Charles Barkley is 59.
Can we back up to Mitch McConnell just for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
80. What are you doing?
I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheat and a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah. You don't have to lie to kick
it. You can keep going now.
Cindy Crawford, 56. And
Her skin is a lie. Her skin is a lie.
Her skin's a lie?
Yeah.
All right. It's not that nice. Photoshop.
Trevor Noah is 38.
All right.
And Rihanna is 34.
She's just a baby.
Mm.
Oh, man. All right. You made it all the way through the weekend. Thank you so much, Phillip.
I did.
All right, we're going to move on to It Happened Today. I like to call it history. Starting off for today, it's the first Academy Awards were announced in 1929. Jumping to 1930, while studying photographs taken in January, Clyde Tombaugh discovered Pluto.
Huh.
He'd be so disappointed now. Yeah. Is it a planet again, or isn't it a planet again? All right.
I think is today odd or even?
Oh, that's how it works. 2001, Dale Earnhardt passed away in a crash during his final lap of the Daytona 500. Let's see, 2006, American Shani Davis won the men's, it's Shani, 100-meter speed skating in Turin, becoming the first black athlete to win an individual gold medal in Winter Olympic history.
Awesome.
2016, Pope Francis questioned presidential hopeful Donald Trump's Christianity over his call to build a wall on the Mexican border. And in 2020, Boy Scouts of America filed bankruptcy. Wow.
Well.
Wow.
In 2020?
Yeah, it was due to all the lawsuits. All right, moving on. Let's see. Saturday, Ozzy Osbourne was arrested for going to the bathroom on the Alamo. It was 1982. Imagine Ozzy doing something like that.
No, never.
1986, the Soviet Union launched the Mir space station. 2006, Rolling Stones made the largest show open to the public of the world in Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with 1.3 million people at the concert.
That's awesome.
That's huge.
I want to do shows like that.
No, you don't.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. Well,
imagine the security logistics of having a concert for over a million people.
Yeah.
2008, Toshiba announced the end of the HD DVD. I'm so glad because I don't think anyone bought one. And that's when Sony's Blu-ray took over, and now it's all obsolete as we just watch it online.
Right.
And 2016, presidential candidate Donald Trump told Fox News he probably needed to act more presidential and said he would do so pretty soon. And I say, still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Okay. I think, no, I got one more. Sunday's history. 1962, while aboard Friendship 7, John Glenn orbited the Earth 3 times in 4 hours and 55 minutes, becoming the first American to orbit the Earth. 1997, Trinity Broadcasting Network announced it had dropped singer Pat Boone's Gospel America show after he recorded a heavy metal album and appeared on the American Music Awards in black leather and a studded dog collar.
Fantastic.
Oh, sexy.
I mean, who doesn't like heavy metal?
That's right. Who doesn't like dog collars?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You just admitted that on the radio. Okay.
I'm not scared.
Okay. 2001, FBI agent Robert Hansen is arrested and charged with spying for Russia for 15 years. As punishment, he had to go live in Russia.
Suiting.
2001, a man who led police on a 10-mile-an-hour chase on his tractor was jailed. Driver was chased after being spotted driving while drinking a beer on his tractor. That doesn't seem like a problem to me, but residents of Janesville, Wisconsin lined the chase route, and some even took photos. It was like a parade.
How dare they?
Hold on.
Driver eventually stopped in a church parking lot and told officers he didn't think he would be arrested there, but he still was. God save me. All right. 2013, Estonia became the first country in the world to establish a national electric car charging network. Way to go, Estonia. Wow. That's 2013, and they're like light years ahead of us. All right.
Yep.
2016, a 4-inch lock of John Lennon's hair sold for $35,000 to a memorabilia collector at an auction in Dallas, Texas. Does that feel creepy?
That's disgusting.
Gross.
All right.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I think they should have just cloned him.
Right.
It's a hair doll.
Give me your DNA. How'd you make a voodoo doll?
I'm extra creeped out now.
Yeah.
2019, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said he was certain that Tesla vehicles would be able to operate without any driver intervention by the end of the year, pending regulatory approval. And as we know, they only kind of drive themselves.
So we're just like on a creepy theme today.
It is.
Like
really creepy. Let's see if it gets better. Let's go through our special events through the weekend. It's Phillip Dutton.
Oh, yeah. Special events. Let me back up to Friday. We've got Crab Stuffed Flounder Day. That's the thing.
Isn't that like a double negative?
Crab Stuffed Flounder. So
some meat and some more meat.
All right. Fish are food, not friends.
Well, flounders are bottom fish, so I just kind of had this weird image in my head of the fish like along the bottom of the ocean. It's like crab, and it eats him.
I know something's fishy around here.
Right.
We've got Battery Day.
Ooh.
National Caregivers Day.
Is it okay if I have a battery fetish? I love batteries. I have a whole charging station full of batteries.
I love rechargeable batteries.
Yes.
That's where it's at.
All right. Sorry, Phillip.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
It's all about that footprint.
Drink Wine Day.
Oh.
Thumb Appreciation Day.
Because what would it look like if you didn't have thumbs?
Well.
That's for the webcam folks there. There you go. That's right. I was a woodshop teacher. Thumb Appreciation Day. Oh, okay. Sorry, Phillip. Keep going.
We've got Saturday Chocolate Mint Day. Prevent Plagiarism Day.
That's impossible with the internet.
And World Whale Day.
Oh. Have you guys seen the picture on my Facebook page where I'm kissing the whale? Oh, I got a whole bunch of them on there. I got to swim with whales once. It was
neat.
It was enchanting.
Yeah.
Oh. And so I'm like having all sorts of fun. And I got to swim with 4 different whales.
Nice.
And I think it was the 3rd one, and I went through this class, and I learned hand signs and all this kind of stuff because they'll take vocal commands and hand signs. And I asked, they didn't warn me that this was like a young calf. And I asked him for a kiss, and he punched me in the face. Oh my! I mean, the stars, just like the cartoon and everything. And then you're in the water, so it's like, is my nose bleeding? Like, wow, did he hammer me one in the face? And they just told me afterwards, oh, sorry, we should have told you he's the youngest one, and he's just a little excited.
Still learning
he
control.
wants to, he wants to please. But the coolest thing about it, and I've told this, sorry if you have to hear it twice, I've told it before, is at the end, I give them the hand sign, the last whale I'm with, just goodbye. And it swims out in front of me like 20 feet, maybe 25 feet, does a handstand and waves its tail at me.
Aww.
And the person that's with me says, splash it. So I take my puny little human hand and I splash his tail, and then he splashes me back with his whale tail, which is like 10 gallons of water all at once right in your face. And then as I caught my breath, I did it again. And then he hits me again. And on the 4th one, the guy that's in charge is screaming at me to stop so I don't mess up his training. But I gave him one more, and he gave one back to me. But I was thinking, as he's telling me to stop, I'm thinking, when am I going to have another chance to have a water fight with a whale?
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. That's epic.
It was epic.
Where was this?
That was at, believe this or not, SeaWorld in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which they're not on the ocean, but they've got a SeaWorld.
Well,
Yeah, kind of strange. All right.
Special events for Sunday. We've got a few. Clean out your bookcase day. Love your pet day. Cherry pie day. National Comfy Day.
That goes right in with Pet Day for Sunday.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
I got plans to cuddle a cat.
This one's really long. So, National Day of Solidarity with Muslim, Arab, and South Asian Immigrants.
Okay.
Day. Handcuff Day.
What's wrong with that?
Just move ahead. Don't answer that question. Like, that's a trap. You just got baited.
For all you studded collar lovers, it's Handcuff Day.
Hey.
Muffin Day. And Student Volunteer Day.
And Michelle, he just threw you under the bus if you missed it.
I know. I was trying to help him, and he was just like, oh, that was you, lady.
See, Muffin Day and Student Volunteer Day, wrapping it up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, our number of the day is 3.7 million. That's the number of Americans that claim they have been abducted by aliens. Raise your hand if you're on the list. All right.
I think that's a club I'll stay away from.
Oh, we're all safe. All right. I do have a sound effect for that, though. It doesn't, it kind of fits. I just want to really play it really bad. And if you have been abducted by aliens,
silent breed is people!
There you go. Oh, and that stupid sound effect means we're coming up on the top of the hour. We're going to wrap up your Friday with some fun. Get ready!
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Did you hear that voice? It was Charlie Sheen in the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, no! So you gotta send me that clip. That was fantastic. When you said it was like my daily pep talk.
You like the intro to that, huh?
Oh, I love that.
So
that's fantastic.
That's been going for 10 years here in the radio station, the intro to Odd News. And there's been several times where I thought you should really redo it. But it's like one of those that I'll save forever. Because it's like it's like I'm not going to change the intro to the show even after 10 years because it's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, news attack. Phillip, we have the first part's a true. Phillip's going to kick it off. First part's a true statement. Second part, bad joke written by someone else. And Phillip, kick us off, please.
If he doesn't unretire, there are a number of books and documentaries being planned about Tom Brady's early life and career in pro football.
Okay.
Everything good in life happens to this guy. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he married a supermodel.
or deflated a football. Oh. All right. Troubled celebrity offspring Chet Hanks says he didn't have a strong male role model growing up. Chet, buddy, how many kids can say their dad fake stormed Normandy Beach? I think his dad lies a little. All right. Fake stormed because I guess Tom Hanks is his dad. Get it? And then was it Saving Private Ryan? Was that the movie?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You got it.
I got my own joke. I'm sorry. It's you, Phillip.
My turn again?
Yeah.
Okay. A guy in Denmark was making a parkour video with his friends on an apartment roof when he fell 40 feet down a chimney. Not bad, but we're having sound problems. Can you do that again?
Oh.
I didn't quite get the thump when you hit the ground.
Oh.
You want to try one, Michelle?
I don't even have them on my screen.
Okay, that's all right. A cargo ship full of Porsches and Bentleys was on fire and adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. I saw the picture last night. It's so sad. And it's like they all abandoned the boat. It's just out there with these cars burning. It sounds like a setting for a movie starring Tom Hanks. Sorry. It's pick on Tom Day.
That's okay. We can do that.
All right.
In a survey, air travelers said complimentary snacks are not important to them if they can save money on their flight. Last time I went home, I flew a real no-frills airline. When someone had to go to the bathroom, they just landed the plane.
Could you stop? I gotta pee.
Oh, my Lanta.
You people don't be quiet. I'm going to turn this plane around. They should be doing that when these people get violent. They should just punish them by turning around and going back. Researchers say cocoa may improve brain function. Cocoa the same as chocolate, I think, which explains the astounding mathematical abilities of Count Chocula.
I'm done. I'm done.
You're done now? or what's the vampire on Sesame Street? Or is it
I
Sesame?
think that
It's the Count.
Is that okay?
That's the Count.
All right, that's Count Chocula? No,
No,
Count
not
Chocula
yet.
is a cereal, but that's the Count.
The Count.
Just the Count?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So
the
okay,
Count.
all right.
He's the one that does, like, 5.
Yeah.
How fun is that? Let's just do that for 10 minutes. Everybody now. All right.
That'd be like, nah.
You guys so let me down. You let me down. I think it's your turn, Phillip, isn't it? Yeah.
More than 4 out of 10 American millionaires say they do not feel rich.
Oh.
Those must be the 4 who are forced to get out and fill up their own gas tank.
And remember, it's time to donate now. Save the millionaires.
Oh.
February 18th. It's today's date. My ex-wife finally forgave me for not giving her a Valentine's gift. It's a bit of a sham, though. I finally got the garage door decorated the way I like it, and the cable guy was supposed to come this morning to hook up the TV. That's right. I'm living in the garage. All right. On to Wacky But True. We don't add anything to these stories. They're totally self-contained stupidity. The only thing they get is a little dust off by a sound effect from a movie. And, Phillip, you get to kick us off again.
Yay!
Yay, Phillip. Hold on. I got some applause for you if you need it to. A little motivation.
There we go.
After a once-in-a-generation windstorm hit the United Kingdom in November, power company Northern Power Grid was required to pay compensation to those who lost power. Last week, 74 customers got compensation checks in the amount of about $3.15 trillion each. One customer wrote on Twitter, "Before I bank the check, are you 100% certain you can afford this?" Northern Power Grid thanked customers who were honest in reporting the clerical error when customer meter numbers had been typed into the amount due box.
Oh, man. I don't know. You know me. I'd have cashed that check.
Right?
Show it to me. You know, because nothing's more ironic than your power company going bankrupt.
Right.
All right, a group of fishing buddies trolled their friend Troy for being an awful fisherman, and it's picked up national attention now. A group of guys from Brainerd, Minnesota paid for a hilarious billboard mocking their friend's fishing prowess, and it included contact info so other people could mock him too.
Oh, no.
The billboard featured Troy's picture and the words, "This is Troy, he sucks at fishing. Talk smack to him at troysucks2@gmail.com." Because Troy Sucks and Troy Sucks 1 were taken. Okay. Billboard was up. Yes, that whole thing was wrong, wasn't it? Billboard was up for 5 days. Friend David V. said Troy was beaming with joy when they showed him the billboard, and after it went up with the email, Troy actually started getting tips from random people on how to catch more fish. He later let the beans spill when speaking with local media, and it turns out that maybe Troy doesn't suck at fishing after all. V said he's a fine fisherman. I won't tell him that to his face, but he's a fine fisherman, and he knows how to catch fish and all that stuff. But just if there's bad luck on the boat or in the fish house, we blame it on Troy. I think he needs some new friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
That wasn't funny, man.
It wasn't funny.
Stop whining.
There we go. All right, Phillip.
Cindy Falco Di Corrado was convicted and is awaiting sentencing for misdemeanor trespassing and resisting an officer. She had been arrested after entering a Florida bagel shop without a mask and refused deputies' orders to leave, claiming she was exempt from the mask mandate for religious and medical reasons. She represented herself in court and in pretrial filings accused the sheriff's office of kidnapping her. The arrest made a motion to dismiss the charges because the state was fictional entity and no territorial jurisdiction. The state attorney, missed a spot.
It reads hard.
With no territorial jurisdiction, requested the arrest of the assistant state attorney and called COVID-19 possibly the largest constructed fraud ever perpetrated on mankind.
Wow.
Yeah. She, let's see. She
just read the last sentence.
Which could present a problem since she's gone. Or she's one of 4 candidates running for office.
Yeah, she's running for mayor.
And she could be be in jail for potentially up to a year.
Oh.
That won't hold her back.
No.
I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheat and a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops.
All right. You know, I'm looking ahead, and that was from Florida. And then we have another one from Florida, and yet another one from Florida.
Yeah, Florida's popular.
It is. So that's 3 in a row, and that triggers the song.
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone from Florida is stupid. Everyone from Florida is dumb. I might not be the brightest guy, but next to them my IQ's high. If they had guitars, here's how they'd strum.
And just to prove everybody in Florida's dumb, story number 2, where a Florida woman from Naples flagged down officers to let them know a drunk was yelling at people and claiming he was Mick Jagger. Intoxicated man was picking fights with...
Yes.
All right, we just made Phillip spit coffee out his nose.
That is fantastic. I want to meet a drunk Mick Jagger.
Intoxicated man was picking fights with diners at several bars and restaurants. More than one manager had kicked him out. The officer called for backup and found the man after a struggle. Eugene Berman was taken into custody and put in the back of a patrol car where he promptly did this on the car seat. I'm actually going to play it. Yeah. That's all I got.
Fantastic.
That's excellent.
Uh-huh.
See.
Can I just interject real quick?
Yeah.
I love how the headline for that one is Mick Jagger can hold his alcohol. Like he's a professional artist. Like
it obviously isn't
he
him.
can probably hold his alcohol amongst other things.
All right, you're getting all the tough names today.
Alejandro Gonzalez used a hammer to break the outside doors of a Florida Target store and was trying to pry open a second set of doors inside when officers arrived, and he fled the scene. An officer saw Gonzalez on his bike outside the store and stopped him. He allegedly explained his actions to the officer. I was thinking about robbing some flowers for my mom, but then I saw you guys and said, blank this. He was arrested, and mom didn't get her flowers.
Oh, man. Nothing like planning ahead.
I was going to do this illegal thing, but then I saw you, and I decided not to.
I mean, can you imagine the flip side of this? Hey, Ma, Jack did some flowers.
Can you bail me out?
I was looking at this real nice bouquet of flowers for you, but then the cops came.
Yeah. Right. You just kind of dropped the hammer. Wasn't me.
Hammer?
Yeah, we can tell you're hammered.
And then I also had this one, since you're talking about his mom and flowers and stuff.
I will smash your face into a car windshield and then take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
Yeah. That's our odd news for what's the day today, Phillip?
Friday.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to our goofiness. Tonight on the radio, we've got 3 different shows for you. We'll start off with 6 o'clock. It's called Out of the Woods, a very eclectic mix of roots and Americana music, maybe even a little country in there. Then at 8, we hike up our kilts. It's kilt with a twist. There we go. Hike up my kilt because it's kilt with a twist. I got it. Really, I do. And then we're going to follow that up with the Acoustic Cafe, which is 2 hours of unplugged music. All happens right here on Northern Lights Public Radio beginning tonight at 6. I'm Scott.
I'm Phillip.
I'm Michelle.
She's our new station manager, and this is a message.
Not so fast! Public news team is taking a break from its pledge drive. No commercials, no mercy! No!
Silent breathing people!
That wasn't funny, man.
I don't ever want you associating with little girls.
Why not, Mama?
Because little girls are the devil.
Would you mind saying that again?
Idaho?
That's frightfully interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
What is the matter with you people?
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Say we take off, nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Loon Lake, Clayton.
The time is exactly 9 o'clock.
Your KCH